This is a story about a superhero with electric powers. Let's begin.
The world is in chaos. Void Reaver, a once-forgotten warlord from an ancient civilization, has returned with unimaginable power. Emerging from the depths of a dark dimension, Void Reaver is capable of absorbing all forms of energy, both physical and supernatural, leaving destruction in his wake. As he grows stronger with each battle, cities are left in ruin, and no hero has been able to stop him. His ultimate goal, to plunge the world into eternal darkness, feeding on the energy of every living being. NovaBolt, one of the last remaining heroes, is determined to stop him. But as powerful as NovaBolt is, he knows that Void Reaver has the ability to absorb his electric powers, making him an even more formidable foe. NovaBolt races across the globe trying to evacuate cities before Void Reaver arrives. Despite his best efforts, every confrontation leaves NovaBolt more drained, while Void Reaver grows stronger with each passing battle. In one devastating encounter, Void Reaver traps NovaBolt in a dark void and begins to siphon his energy. For the first time, NovaBolt feels helpless, knowing that every bolt of lightning he throws only feeds the enemy. But NovaBolt manages to escape with his life, barely surviving the attack. He realizes he can't keep fighting Void Reaver head-on. He needs a new strategy, something that can turn Void Reaver's strength into his weakness. NovaBolt consults with his allies and learns of an ancient weapon hidden in the core of the Earth, the Heart of Gaia, a crystal that radiates pure, unabsorbable energy. Legend says that it can neutralize even the most powerful energy absorbers. However, there's a catch. If NovaBolt uses the crystal's energy, it will neutralize his powers as well. Despite the risk, NovaBolt heads deep underground to retrieve the Heart of Gaia. Along the way, he faces natural disasters, collapsing tunnels, and creatures from the Earth's depths. But his determination drives him forward. With the crystal in hand, he formulates his plan. He will lure Void Reaver to the heart of the city and use the energy from the crystal to overload him. The final showdown takes place in the ruins of a great metropolis. Void Reaver, now nearly invincible after absorbing energy from countless heroes, confronts NovaBolt one last time. "I expected you to run away like the others," Void Reaver mocks. "You know you can't win. Every strike only makes me stronger." NovaBolt smirks. "That's what I'm counting on." The battle begins with NovaBolt attacking relentlessly, each electric bolt more powerful than the last. Void Reaver absorbs every attack, growing larger and more monstrous. But NovaBolt has a plan. He's baiting Void Reaver into overloading himself. As Void Reaver towers over him, laughing at his futile resistance, NovaBolt activates the Heart of Gaia. The crystal begins to pulse with radiant energy, and NovaBolt launches a final massive electric blast. Void Reaver greedily absorbs the attack, but something is wrong. His body starts convulsing. The crystal's energy is mixing with NovaBolt's electricity, creating a feedback loop inside Void Reaver. He can no longer control the overwhelming power he's absorbed. In desperation, Void Reaver tries to expel the energy, but it's too late. The overload triggers a massive explosion of energy, tearing apart the voids he had created and releasing all the life force he had stolen. NovaBolt collapses, drained of his powers, but alive. Void Reaver, once invincible, is reduced to a weakened form, unable to absorb any more energy. With Void Reaver defeated, the world begins to rebuild. NovaBolt, now without his powers, is hailed as the hero who saved humanity. Though he no longer has his electric abilities, he knows that he has something far more valuable: the will to protect the world no matter the odds. As NovaBolt looks out over the recovering city, he smiles, knowing that even without his powers, he can still make a difference. In the end, NovaBolt won not by being stronger, but by outsmarting a seemingly invincible foe. He used Void Reaver's own hunger for power against him, proving that intelligence and strategy can triumph over brute strength.